He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. So Boston College's offense is going to be backed up thanks to that lackluster return. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
And the quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game. So who do you look for? The tight end. And there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter. But over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Boston College wants to play fast. Robinson will throw. It's complete to the right. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Harris. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tempo and overdrive. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Touchdown, Boston College! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter. I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Seminoles offense has the ball for the first time. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside, and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. Two physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Yeah, two alphas, two guys that play in the positions where you have to have such confidence, quarterback, wide receiver. Let's see this throwdown.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And they'll finally catch up. For a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Pressure coming. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
I love playing man coverage on the back end, giving those receivers faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And I'm putting that one in my back pocket. I'm going to start. I'm going to highlight it. That blitz came home. We are going to need that down the road, and I'll be ready to call that one.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Makes the grab. It's Jones. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Boston College right back to the line. Wants to throw on third down. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Boston College lining up to punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He's got great speed. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
To the air, it's Croman Hope. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. They'll ride Davis here. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And the Seminoles look to keep this drive humming. Run in the red zone, it's Davis. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill. He uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Thomas. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. This drive will open from the 15. A quick pass to the left.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Going up top on first down. Makes the grab down the middle.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing as a wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
And off to Jones. And he's going to wind up losing a couple of yards as time expires here in the first quarter. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Robinson looking to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Off the play fake on first down. They're trying to get to it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. And the defense gets to the quarterback. How about that Mike linebacker bringing the heat right up the middle?
Right down Broadway, right in the middle of the defense. This is the guy that sees everything, makes all the calls, and you could tell he knew where he was coming downhill. It came wide open, and he comes to the quarterback and gets the sack.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the third on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Boston College will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Croman Hope. It's complete on the right side. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, you think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's, Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game, Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack. And this guy, I think he has D coordinators seeing ghosts, because this guy,
he is smashing people. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time, Florida State offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program again.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Going to the run, it's Davis. Just causing wreckage in the secondary. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one. The Seminoles will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, no! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Cincinnati is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Desmond Ridder should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Kansas State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. And off to Jones. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Boston College wants to play fast. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Got it in the middle, it's Harris. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Robinson will throw. He's got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Third and short now from their own 48. Here we go. From the gun, wants to pass. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Quickly out to the tight end. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but Got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. He's looking to throw it. Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Makes the grab. It's Williams. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Dances away to buy time. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And this sophomore quarterback learning when to use his legs to move the chains.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Seminoles line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7.
That makes the score Florida State 21, Boston College 7.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Here's the handoff. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Brings up 2nd down.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been taking in some scene there today in Chestnut Hill. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole, This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Alumni Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. It's all teed up. Boston College will kick to start this third quarter. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky. And if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Working that left side now. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college. We used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warrick and Lavernius schools, and because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense, and he would have gotten some looks. This guy can make some plays.
The hand to the running back. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball, too. You could see there right after the third down play, looking at his sideline, saying, give me the ball, I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team, and he comes through big time.
Buys a little extra time. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Seminoles. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Use the play fake, now to throw. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he'll let it go to the left. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The Golden Eagles headed quickly to the line. They'll throw it on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jones. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Robinson looking to pass. He looks that one in nicely. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And the Golden Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 30. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that pass intercepted. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
Really tough on an offense. 3rd and long, it's tough to, you know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get their first down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover point.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll try the run. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Run the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Fires and picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
At the 20, he's got space. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They'll throw it on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Robinson will throw. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
I love the aggressive nature by the offense trying to throw this in the end zone for a TD, but this is the risk when you drop your quarterback back close to the goal line.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. And he missed it. No good. After the missed field goal, still down by 21 points, guys.
Well, they knew coming into this game touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. The give to the tailback. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. The give to Davis. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
They'll leave it with him. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. The give to the single back. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Nothing like stomping a guy in the teeth when you got him down. They'll try to tack on 3 more. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
That makes the score Florida State 31, Boston College 7.
All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. They'll run down the hill in one of the most storied entrances in all of college football. Death Valley, Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers since 1945. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Gamecocks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Clemson Tigers offense takes the field for the first time today. This rivalry can fly. Time to time, but trust me, the Gamecocks and Tigers do not like each other.
No, and it doesn't fly under the radar to the people in South Carolina, because there's always a debate of Clemson versus South Carolina and bragging rights fully on the line.
What's fun about this game is that someone gets to play spoiler. And in recent years, we've seen Clemson in the national championship picture late in the year. Regardless of what South Carolina's record is, they are trying to ruin Clemson's season.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Gamecocks racing to the line in a hurry up. Gamecock fans thoroughly enjoyed a beatdown of Clemson the last time these two met.
And that really was a shocker, not just for fans in the state, but fans around the country watching South Carolina just bring the heat to Clemson last year.
And getting a big win like that against your rival, creating momentum in this series and help you on the recruiting trail, building a program to try to make this a fist fight every year.
Comes out throwing on first down. Looking to buy time. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance.
Just steamrolling the defense. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Hey, man, sometimes you... Play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense
just steamrolling his way through. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium, but sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas, and that's what Clemson's kind of built this offense on is tempo, trying to wear you out, and they slip in the run game and the quick passing game and the running QB and so many things to look at.
Leaves it with the back. Just ran him over. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Slings it downfield. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. The give to the back. Nice move to keep running. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the first down. The corners are walked up tight. Motion from the offense. Looking to go up top on first down. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
This rivalry dates back to 1896. It's been a little bizarre with the chicken curse, and it's a bit unusual, too, because the state school, South Carolina, isn't the perennial football power.
No, but it's kind of had its ebbs and flows a little bit back and forth. Some great coaches on both sides, but the in-state hate is beautiful.
You know, there's a lot of great rivalries, especially down in the South and the Deep South. This is one of the better ones, though, because you just never know what the outcome is going to be.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
It's hard to stop that. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Unloads to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. He'll pull it down. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Well, they try to fake left and go bootleg right, and really nothing happening on that one. That doesn't mean they have to shelve that play, though. There's some window dressing you can add to that. Maybe get a tight end out in the flat, maybe a receiver working an out-breaking route for you on the boundary. Give the quarterback somewhere to go with it if the defense is expecting him to keep the football running.
That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. They'll try to run for it. Tackle is made after the first down.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
They try to pop a run on the draw. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20 and pick up a 5. The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. Power football with the run. Smashes ahead. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
He'll keep it himself. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Looking to push the pace with the no-huddle. Wants to throw on second down. He makes the connection. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his target down the middle. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. Movement here from the tight end. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Give to the single back. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. The Gamecocks trying to cash it in on first and goal. Fast motion from the offense. A first down run on the doorstep. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
It's now second and goal.
Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Now he's looking to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. You can't hear yourself think on third and goal. Looking to throw. Going for 6. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Gets away from 1. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack.
Lost one deep down the right side. And that pass is caught at the 25. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. He'll come out throwing on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And the pass is intercepted.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
He'll start this drive firing. Floating away. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
You know, we don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defensive players, and just give yourself a chance to make it through the rest of this game.
Looking to throw on second down. Makes the catch. It's Keller. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy.
What a snag by the defense. He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got...
And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll play it safe and try for 3. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. He wants to throw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And here's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
And back to the air on second down. trying to get to him. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, between the coaches who have matched wits in this game and the players and the unforgettable moments, the Palmetto Bowl is must-see TV, and today is no different. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup. And the Gamecocks in the hurry up. They'll keep it on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. He's looking to pass. Makes his connection. At the 40, there he goes. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
He leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
Snags it over the middle. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And he missed it. No good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys.
And that hurts missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd down, going up top. Intercepted. Got some room to run. Made a defender miss. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, South Carolina. And they...
South Carolina.
6 more points.
Number 83.
Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get down.
Now, third down.
Offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Got his man downfield. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy.
And he intercepts it. Bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Line gets set, first down. He'll do it himself. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Handoff to the single running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that is beautiful defense, timing up the blitz, getting in the backfield, and not just getting there, laying the big lick.
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. You ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, picked off. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Nice read, nice break. Good job by the defender understanding that ball had some air underneath it. Takes advantage of it, goes and makes the big play.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Leaves it with the back. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Quarterback on the keeper. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Hands it off. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. From the gun, wants to pass. And they got him for the sack.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
The third down offense has not been good, and add this one to the tab. Another third down stop. They give up the sack. They're down by 3+ possessions. Nothing going this offense's way.
Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field, looking for a productive play on first down. Running back goes in motion. They go to the ground. Fights off a defender. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run the option. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this third period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a first and goal. He was really bothered by those 2 picks he threw in that loss last week, but he's been much more comfortable, much more certain in this one.
He had the one blunder, the one mistake that he probably wishes he could have back, but did a great job rebounding from that. And listen, having that short-term memory, being able to lead, it is critical at the quarterback position.
Wants to go up top. Caught behind the line. It's Keller. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up second and goal.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. They're bringing heat. They won't let him in. He had a nose for the end zone, but he will be stopped short.
What a 3rd down stop by this defense. 3rd down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the 4th and goal.
No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
No gain on the play. It's now 2nd and goal.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
Well, you obviously want to get your receivers the football down here in the red zone, but it's tough to throw it to them because the windows are so small. So I like the idea, handing it off to that guy and seeing if he can do something with his speed.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, you're still happy to get the field goal.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Yeah, and this this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Two minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, it was not a good day. And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. This is why the passion of college football runs so deep. The rivalries, and when you lose, man, does it stick with you.
No doubt about it, Reese. This was a game circled for a very, very long time.